Well, good morning and welcome back to the program. Glad you're with us this morning. Please join me in welcoming my good friend Omar Beauperthuy. Omar, welcome to the program, brother. How's everything?
Good morning. Good morning. Glad
Let's
to be
see.
here.
Let's see. You can pull that nice and close to you. Do I have the right mount? Yes, that is the right. There we go.
Yeah.
The mic won't bite. Um,
uh, I'm
anyway,
sorry.
all is good.
Yeah, everything is good, man.
Good, 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 good. So listen, there's nothing more important than our kids.
Most definitely.
and it really comes down to the simple fact that our kids, our youth, are the ones that are going to take care of us when you get to be an old fart like me. It's your players that are going to take care of you. So we have to do our job to give them a good foundation, a good upbringing, uh, let them be physically fit, let them develop the life skills of teamwork and working with others in coordination and communication. And nothing does that better than athletics, basketball among them. So, what is going on in the youth basketball world?
Oh, right now, we are currently undergoing. We have a high school basketball league that's
Oh,
taking
cool,
place. So we
cool.
have eight of the local high schools that's on the Dutch side. That are participating. So we have St. Martin Academy, St. Martin VBC, St. Dominic, MAC, CSC, Learning Unlimited, Sundial School, Charlotte Brookson Academy, and I believe that's it. I believe
Well,
that's the eight.
so that's a
I
nice
know the
league.
only two that didn't participate this time around it's the CIA and the St. Martin Vocational School.
But that's a nice league. That's a nice
Yeah,
size league.
on the Dutch side
Yeah,
itself, we have 10 high schools.
that's a nice league. Um, and um, and this is what age range?
This is all age categories. So
So
once you're in high school,
so like
so let's say
14 to
yeah, 14 to 18
18 ish.
approximately.
Cool. And how long is when does did the season already start?
So we actually started last week.
Yeah.
We continue today actually. Sundial School will take off against will face against Sundial. I
Uh-huh.
mean Sundial will play against St. Dominic, and then we have a powerhouse matchup at the end. MPC versus St. Martin VBC.
Oh,
So that's all taking place at the LB Scott Sports Auditorium.
right
Game
on
start today at 5:30.
5:30. Wow.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I don't know if we shared this yet. My father, I think I told you, was a high school baseball,
Yeah.
football coach. But one of the things that he used to do was he would run the clock um, uh, during high school basketball games. And so I was a kid. I was probably 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old.
Hmm.
And I would go with him to all the basketball games. And he taught at a big inner city high school in Connecticut, in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And so while he would run the clock, my first stint behind the microphone was at that age calling the basketball games
Really.
at Central High School in Bridgeport, Connecticut. And so near and dear to my heart, near and dear to my heart, youth basketball for sure, as well as all of the other athletics for sure. All the because I never really had the athletic skill like skipped my generation, but I love to. I find myself like addicted to watching baseball now on television. I don't know why. Very bizarre.
The
Um,
patient game.
yeah, exactly, exactly. But so if folks would listen, um, this is all high school based, so I
Mhm.
I like this because I would presume that the coaches are working with the teachers to make sure the athletes, the players are performing well in the classroom to make sure that they continue to play.
So initially, we did a pilot tournament
Yeah.
at the ending of May last school year, and for those 3 days, the turnout to see the interest of these kids
Yeah.
that wanted to compete, wanted to have their parents, their friends, even their fans to come out there to watch and support them. It was a great turnout. So that's why we made a shift to earlier on within the school year, school calendar, so that we can have a actual school league so kids can actually play, train, and develop their skills along the way.
Right. And
So
it's a reason for them because it's all tied to school, right?
Correct.
To their school. You got to be in school. You got to do well in class because that's job number one, and then job number two is do well on the basketball court.
Correct. So I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
I do think that because for me right now, just doing the school league for the first year, we do want to implement as we move along throughout the years that in regards to GPA
Yeah.
also. So we realize that the kids love it. Parents love it. Even faculty, they do. The faculty comes out and also support their kids.
I think this is a
So
brilliant thing.
so the next step is, okay, well, we need a certain grade point average because at the end of the day, if you are a athlete that is deemed that has potential, you know, you need grades to move to the next level. If you don't have the grades, then it's all the work is going in vain.
Well, yeah, and listen, you need the intellectual skills
Correct.
as well as the athletic skills to move to the next level. So I think this is a great opportunity for our young people. And
Right now, even what we're doing is that we are actually also collecting. Before in the past, we've been doing all the scorekeeping,
mm,
old school on pen and paper. So even to now, currently with this tournament, with this league, we actually went digital.
I love it.
So all of the scores, points, even the individual statistics. So after a game, the coach can automatically receive an email. Boom, this is the box score.
Yeah.
So now kids are actually interested in seeing the ending of the result. Even coaches are coming to me and say, "Hey, these kids are focused on their points, but if you shot 4 for 14,
Right.
that's something you got to make adjustments on." So
Well,
kids are actually seeing, and they're like, "Well, I got to take better shots next game."
I think this is a wonderful, um, wonderful, wonderful step in the right direction. They say if we count it, if we count it, we measure it, then we get results, right?
Correct.
If we don't count it, if we don't measure it, then we don't get results because we just don't know. Um, so I think this is a great thing. This is a great thing. If folks would like to come watch the games,
Yeah.
where do they go to see the schedule? What do they?
So the schedule actually is posted on our social media page, the Performance Sports Academy
Uh-huh.
social media platform. Um, in regards to the games, you want to watch the games, it's at the LB Scott Sports Auditorium, and there's no entry fee.
It's free to go watch the kids.
Again,
That's cool.
we want them to come out, support the kids, support the youth, and there's actually some pretty awesome games actually. So
I can imagine.
again, the kids are competing. Right now, it looks like Game 7 out there in the NBA Finals. Everybody's out there, just trying to, they're trying to look good because also we have, the games recorded. So we put up also on our YouTube page. And also coaches and players, they're looking back at game film like, okay, this is what we need to do with adjustment wise.
I
So
love it. I love
it's a
it.
combination from the digital statistics and reviewing game film to try
Sure.
to make them a better athlete.
This is a great thing. And so who's playing? What time's the first game tonight?
So the first game today starts at 5:30. We have the Sundial School
Uh-huh.
versus St. Dominic,
Okay.
and then at 6:30 it's MPC versus St. Martin Academy VBC.
Awesome stuff. This is very cool. So listen, we should find a few of the star players and bring them in. Let's
Oh, we
let's
can do
start
that.
let's have them come in do an interview, and we'll start to teach them about the media side of what happens. When you hit it big, you have to know how to talk to the press, right?
Correct.
You have to know how to do the interviews, and developing those communication skills along with the athletic skills. Whether you find athletics and basketball or any other sport as your professional career,
Mhm.
knowing how to talk to and explain and speak properly is something that's a great life skill. So if we can roll it all together, I would love to. We'll have to figure out how we do this.
No, that's definitely, I think it's a must because
Yeah.
when you get to college, like I always tell them, said public speaking is a class that you are required to take, and it's necessary.
What I always tell people, like I have people that come and sit in the studio all the time for interviews. People get so nervous, and they're like, are we going to prepare? What questions are you going to ask me? I'm like, well, first of all, if I told you what I was going to ask you before I asked you the question, that would take the authenticity away from the interview, number one. Number two, it would sound really boring. It was like we were both reading a script. But if we just sit down and have a conversation and talk to each other, if I'm interested in what you're talking about and you're interested in what I'm saying and vice versa,
It's gonna
then
naturally flow.
well, yeah, and then guess what? The person on the other side of the radio, on the other side of the speaker in their car, or
Mhm.
watching and listening online, is also going to be interested in what we have to say, and it's authentic, and so you know, just being able to sit down and have a conversation, look somebody in the eye, it takes a little bit of getting used to, and practice makes perfect, just like on the basketball court.
Correct.
So, how often do the kids practice? How long when do
Well,
they have basketball
that
practice?
is organized from within the schools.
Okay.
So me as the PSA as the organizer of the event,
Uh-huh.
our focus is in regards of getting the game film
Mhm.
up afterwards and providing the feedback with the statistics to the coach or the staff and the
Mm.
players.
So the schools handle all of
Yeah,
the practice, the
so
scheduling.
actually from what I've heard, the players actually took upon themselves from the individual schools, and they host their practice. You know,
Bravo,
again, it's
bravo.
it's something that they want to do. And how is it currently set up right now for youth basketball on the Dutch side of the island is that we start off with the high school league, and that's gonna run till the first week in November. Afterwards, 3x3 is gonna take over from November 1st to the ending of December, and then we have SIBA that will take place from January to like the beginning of April before
Great,
Carnival starts. So
great.
right now the kids actually have about 8 months of basketball on the island.
That's that's a
A
very good thing.
variety also,
You know, the
so they
first
don't
time,
get bored.
yeah, the first time I got involved was with Seba and Marvio,
Yeah.
way back when. Marvio, who's not allowed to stand next to me because he makes me feel super short. No offense, Marvio. Love you, brother. But it's funny. The kids watching how the kids react to the um, older quote unquote older the adults that played basketball and that are from here and
Mm.
to watch the kids react to that, and it's an amazing thing. So the role model thing, people like you, we need more people like you that can be role models for our young people in athletics. So my hat is off to you. I think you're doing a spectacular job, and I'm so thrilled to see this, especially get tied to academia
Yeah,
into the
definitely.
schools.
Yeah, education.
What else can we let people know? What can our audience do to help besides coming to watch?
Well, I do think that in regards to audience, a couple of schools, you know, do need in regards of sponsorships towards the uniforms,
Mm-hmm.
because right now, currently, most of the kids they play in their PE
Mm-hmm.
shirt
Mm.
with a, marker, a
Yeah.
sharpie that drawn the number.
What
A
schools?
couple of, but majority of the schools.
Okay.
So I think if sponsors are interested in regards to the school league, they can reach out to the management team from the respective high schools,
Mhm.
and just to see how moving forward, this is something that we want to continue growing, that they can contribute in regards to a proper school uniform for these kids.
I think that's a great thing. And then we look like a team, we feel like a team, and we perform like a
Like a team,
team. And there's some great life lessons out there for
most
sure.
definitely.
Anything else we should cover?
Yes, yes. So also coming up, we have the Paradise Showdown, part two.
Okay.
Yeah,
Tell
so
me about that.
that's the International Under 15 Youth Basketball Tournament. Uh, last year when we initially started it, we had 8 teams. This year we have 8 teams,
Mhm.
but 11 countries.
That's
So
cool.
for the countries that are participating, we had Aruba. Aruba will be returning. Angola will be returning. We have the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. Also, Friendside, the one that won the championship last year,
Hmm.
they're actually joined with St. Bart's. Also, we have Stacia and Sabre. They have joined together also to
Awesome.
form one team. Let me see. We have newcomer Grenada.
Oh,
That's
cool.
gonna be coming in also. Newcomer also Curacao.
Nice.
That's gonna be there also.
Some of our brothers and sisters down south. So
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That's nice to see.
So it's definitely gonna be an interesting competition just to see, especially with the joint teams, the combined teams that you know, I believe that they created a powerhouse to make sure that they can stand out. In addition to that, we have the coaches that are coming in also to provide clinics in the morning hours for these kids to be evaluated from in the morning hours. Also, we're working towards putting together a referee clinic, with
Mm,
assistance from the NBB, the Nederlandse Basketballbond, the
mm.
Dutch Basketball Federation, and the games are going to take place in the evening hours. At starting at 4:30.
Awesome.
So it gives parents time also to you can leave from work so they can come out and catch the games. So we just made an adjustment to the time.
I think this is all very good stuff and good for our young people. Omar, thank you so much for coming in, reaching out to me and saying, let's talk about this. I appreciate it. And please know that we want to make sure that this is stuff we continue to cover all season long. And I want to meet a couple of the star players. So
Oh,
let's set that up.
definitely. A couple of star players, the standout players from the high school tournament, they're actually playing on that selection team for St. Martin. So they'll definitely be good to, bring them in so they can, share their story.
Absolutely, without a doubt. Always a pleasure, sir. Take care of yourself. Stay
Yeah.
dry out there.
Thank you. Thank
Is
you
it
for
still?
having me.
I'm afraid. Yeah, it's still looking kind of gray and overcast out there. They saying that things are going to get better this afternoon. It will be less moist. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right.
We'll see what happens. Omar Beauperthuy, thank you, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Thank you
Take
much.
take care. It is 8:32. Let me do this. We'll take a quick commercial break. And before we do that, we'll take care of the Amstel Bright Entertainment Calendar brought to you by Amstel Bright Island 92 and Z 105.1 FM.